Well, I mean, kind of said there at the end of your thing, hopefully be back next week.
Yeah.
I would say something has to go terribly wrong where you're not at home.
I mean, you never know what's going to happen. I feel we've done what we need to. Finishing 16-4 in conference is pretty good, and then where RPI is and who we've played and all of that, I feel like we've made a good case for it. But you never know. Things have been stranger, so we'll kind of see what happens, and can't control that. We're just kind of curious to see who we're going to play next.
And 2 wins, this week, including beating number 10, Nebraska. Is this,
Yeah.
I mean, kind of a good way to go into the tournament with a little momentum? And
yeah, I mean, we've played a lot of kids too. I've had some injuries, and Morgan sprained her ankle tonight. We started her, and then she sprained her ankle, and Mish was sick. Michelle Strizak was sick, and so we had to kind of, Rue goes out there, and she did a great job. And we've talked enough about that, about the depth that we have, and I think it was nice to get a lot of people a lot of time to play and see how they do. And I think we're getting better defensively. We had to work our way into that one a little bit. They're a tough team to play defensively because of Cole and Kiefer Wright, and I mean everybody. They're all good players, and I thought it took us a while to kind of figure them out. And then once we did, we kind of picked that lock, and we're pretty solid. And to me, in the tournament, that's what it's going to come down to: is how fast can you figure teams out, defend them, and then can you pick the lock fast enough to give yourself a chance to win that. And it was nice to have to do that tonight.
And then the block in the third set, just huge jump, from the first two. And just what were maybe they doing to get their hands on some more balls?
I think they're getting over better and getting over low and fast, and then. I just thought, they're better, they're more disciplined. They were kind of jumpy early, and their tempo was pretty quick, and it took a while for us to jump to tempo, adjust to the tempo, slowed it down, and then just kind of played our game instead of we were jumpy and reaching all over the place and very undisciplined, and we kind of disciplined it out a little bit.
And we got swings to the middles, and probably a good number, I would say.
Yeah.
They made the most of those too. I mean, how much does that open up things?
I mean, it loosens things up. I think we don't do it enough where people are starting to get in front of them, and give us isolation. But what it does is it makes them think about it a little bit. And more importantly, I'd like it if they're not going to go get in front of them, that they score a lot, And I think that's what happened tonight is they scored a lot, and they weren't going to go front them in the middle. They were going to just say, okay, set the middle, and let's see if they can score. And I thought both Katie and Thorne did a really good job.
Now, Cole and Lambert, had huge games the last time we played them.
Yeah.
You did a better job against them. Was that just something maybe you were? Or was it just the end result of playing better defensively?
I think just playing better defensively, and it was hard. They don't have as much to fight for, in that. So unfortunately, you could see as the wheels started to fall off. Typically that team would put them back on. They'd find a way to put them back on, and it wasn't there. And so some of those errors where the hitting efficiency went down was because of that time, and just kind of the end. But because I think Cole was beast. I mean, we had no answers for her at times, and I think that was a lot of them as opposed to us. Although, I mean, we did a better job, but I think it was a lot of them in that.
So I said, Wednesday, it was more about maybe not moving back, seed-wise, and secured that, tonight.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good win. 4 games against those guys that are tough, and I mean, it was out of our control. So whatever happens to seed-wise, we did what we had to in the last couple matches, and that's about all we can do.